live again. Thanks for being right back. So, my name is Garthly. This is Catfish Lucy. I'm filling in for my friend Zuli. Couldn't make it tonight, so helping the band out. I've known this band for like 30 years, so good old friends of mine. Fun to be playing with them. Thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna start in a second. So, Lyndon, there you are. Thank you, my dear. Yes, we're back. So again, this is Catfish Lucy. We are at the Arrowhead Inn in Brick, New Jersey. And we got Paul Parker on bass, dear friend of mine. We got Pat Schick, another dear friend of mine, on guitar / backup vocals. And we got Ryan, I'm sorry, I don't know his last name, Ryan, on guitar and vocals, lead guitar and vocals. So thank you for being here. Shalom, what's up? And Lyndon, thank you. So guys, hit that subscribe, hit that like. Thanks for being here. We're gonna be starting in a second. Let me get this flipped around. Dawn, thank you back for coming back here. Welcome back. Thank you, Dawn. Much love. Again, guys, this is Catfish Lucy. Thank you so much. Turn this camera around. We're gonna start in a minute. Cheers, Lyndon. You know, thank you so much, Dawn, for doing it. I'm gonna pin that message there. Thank you, Dawn. Yes, where are you from? Guys, if you haven't done so already, please put in the comments. Mauro back. Yes, Mauro, Japan. Much love. And again, Catfish Lucy. We're gonna start in a minute. Waiting for Ryan.
Yeah, then we're gonna go right into it, and then we're gonna go right into it, and then we'll do right into the site. So we'll do like a team. And after that, I do wicked games. You guys do that one. We kind of do the same speed up thing. Because, you know, I think still we do a little bit of that. Still flattering.
Shoot, one.
All right, guys, here we go. Catfish Lucy. Let's hear it for them.
Yeah,
Neil wrote that.
Good job, John. Thank you for your tip.
That was fun. I kind of led that one in the direction where it was going.
Don't forget that. There's
Don't forget to tip your bartenders and Shirley. Tip your bag. If you like Ryan's beer.
All right, guys, let's hear it for Catfish Lucy, filling in for my good friend. Thanks for being here. Much love. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thanking everybody for being here. Love you all.
Whatever, form your own opinion.
That's one of my favorite albums. Where's Wally?
Home safe.
He deserves it, trust me.
Yes, for my best friend's girlfriend. Who was that?
We don't really know this, but we'll try. I was dancing down the street with big eyes, and every new that she meets, it blows away the surprise. And she
Not good enough to play.
All right, guys, cheers. Let's hear it for Catfish Lucy. Catfish Lucy here on the Jersey Shore. We're coming live to you from Arrowhead Inn. Thanks for being here. Too many of you to mention, but thank you for being here. You're all part of my family. I love you. Cheers to you guys.
You say one thing to me, and I hear it. No, it sounds awful. No, he thought it sounded like I was in the shitter.
Just have them do that.
The Disney version?
Down under the sea. Just have them do the fill. Yeah. You know the fill.
Right? You guys ready? All right, guys, we're just playing some songs. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe and like.
Kiss, my friends.
Oh, okay.
Have to say.
We all start or what happens?
Oh wait.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Kevin.
Kevin.
All right, guys. So I'm going to get my former student, Kevin McMahon. Then he became a teacher at the Academy of
You guys
Drums.
aren't gonna do
Good
some
friend
Drew
of mine,
Anderson
Kevin
shit and throw
McMahon,
some
coming
song
up
I
on
never
drums,
fucking
guys.
heard
Let's
before
see
at me, right?
I don't know. I think Cavendish was the first one to do that too. At the Tom Turtle Fest.
Alright, no. What was that? The fucking,
The street fair.
So, guys, let's hear it
No,
for
remember
Catfish
the
Lucy. We
racetrack?
got Kevin McMahon sitting in.
fuckers.
Thank you for being here, guys. Hit that subscribe and like. Check out the memberships.
Yeah, it's just like fucking throw some songs Kevin's never played in front of 4,000 people. Fuck you.
Come together.
Very good.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come together. Come together. Come together. Come together.
That's a different version.
Yeah, man, dude, that sounded awesome. That was so good.
Everyone plays it different.
I know, but that was great. I loved it.
Maybe, 7 minutes, 3. On and then 3. This you out. This you, right? This you first. This you, stones. And then call me out.
I just wait for you to say.
Come Everybody get home safe, but thank you. Thank you.
Some of those little endings, I don't know, like your little unique way. You know, it's a lot of, dude. Sometimes it's like that. Dude, that was awesome, man. Dude, that was a lot of fun, buddy. Oh yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun, man. Lots of songs I don't normally play. I love doing the cars. Cars are my favorites. I love the cars. So that's why I love them, dude. I love them.
I was kind of excited about that aspect for you, in a sense. Or like, for you, but like for us, with you.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah, that was fun.
those kind of things are fun.
Yeah, man.
And the jamming thing too, you know?
Some of those jams were fun. We were like fast, and then we did like the slow, like funk version. That was sick. That was sick.
We do it all the time. We just, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just what we do. We don't fucking give a shit.
Yeah, that was great. That was good jamming.
Do what feels good, in a sense, you know?
Good jamming, man. Guys, that was a lot of fun.
You have to hope people understand it, but most of the time they won't.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know?
Well, that was a sick night. Thank you so much, Sparkle, for being here. Dawn, shalom, Morrow, Hernan. Guys, much love to all of you for hanging out the whole night. I'm sorry, I can't read your name. It's in Chinese. Pia Plong Shalawang. I have no idea what that says. Your name, I'm sorry. Yeah, Thailand in the house. All right, Thailand in the house. Japan, Thailand. Dawn, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. And Fulio. Thank you for being here, Fulio. Ronald Downs, thank you again for being here. If you're not here, but thank you so much for being here. And so we got Thailand, Melbourne. All right, soft fruity Melbourne in the house. So again, guys, we're on the Jersey Shore. So we got Australia, Thailand, Japan. Who else we had tonight? Who else was out there? Let's see. Yeah, that was a fun set, man. We had a whole bunch of songs that I normally don't play. Lots of fun. Keeping me on my toes, you know. I have to keep watching. Sometimes the songs, like I might do them with Hump Day, but they do them differently. So I got to keep my eye and make sure that I just don't normally put my twist on it, because sometimes my twist is for Hump Day Trio. It's not for them. Sparkle in the house. Thank you, Sparkle. All right. Just doing a little search back here, see if anybody else here. So, much love, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like, hit the subscribe. This was Catfish Lucy. I was filling in for my good friend, Zuli. And North Korea, Argentina. Before you were, North Korea and Argentina. Where are you? Shalom. Which one is it? North Korea or Argentina? India in the house. All right. So, Paul, we had Thailand, Japan, Australia, India, North Korea. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. Maybe they're just saying that. Or Argentina. One of the two. So, yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Sweet.
Pretty far spread. That pretty much covers like. And I'm sure you had some domestic too. But
Oh, yeah. I have a bunch of my mods are here. Dawn is here. So, guys, again, thank you. Lepe Pinto Chili is in the house. Texas. Ronald Downs, thank you for being here. Who else is out there? Yes, Dawn. I'm live again the 12th and the 14th. 14th, don't miss out. It's Jess Fest. It's my wife's birthday. You got to be here. It's Jess Fest. It's going to be 2 drummers, Matt, Alec, and me. And Greg Oakes on guitar, Drew Anderson on guitar, Mike Jackson on bass. And I don't know, maybe other people will show up too. A whole bunch of musicians. But Astro, what's up? Is that... I can't tell what your flag is, man. I'm sorry. Hernan, what flag is that? My eyes are kind of bad. Is that the Israel flag? Lou, what's up, Lou? Lou is a member. Yes, Lou. Got the little special emojis. And Lou, don't forget, you can watch all the members' videos on my old TV show, Dramology. I just released a new video on Monday. So one a week. There's a whole bunch of them going to be coming up. So, guys, check those out, okay? Check those out. Hopefully you've been well, Lou. Jess Fest Sunday, 7 p.m. Yes, Dawn. You know you're going to be there. Dawn's probably going to be the first one that logs in. Yeah. It's as little as $2. Come on, guys. $2 a month buys you a membership. You get to watch all the old videos of me. There's going to be new ones coming up, too, every week. And get to have this cool emojis and specials in the... Rick Rob, what's up? You're a member, too. Yeah. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for being members, guys. So, again, don't forget, $2. I want my $2. I want my $2. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to call it because I got to pack up. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to go home. It's my anniversary today. So, 16 years with my wife. So, I'm out. I'm out ski. All right, guys. Much love. Let's hear it for Paul Parker. Ryan, what's your last name? Romanowski. Ryan Romanowski on guitar and vocals. Killing it tonight.
Is that Instagram?
This is YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
I have like over 10,000 followers and a whole bunch. We had Thailand,
Machine
Australia.
Idol is my tag.
Machine Idol.
IDLE.
Machine Idol. Check it out. And that's on YouTube?
YouTube, Instagram.
Okay. Machine Idol. Check out his tag. He had some sick shit tonight. So thank you so much, guys. Yeah, catch you up on the flip, Rick. Sorry you missed tonight, but don't forget Friday night Hump Day Trio at Idol Hour, and then Sunday here at the Arrowhead Jess Fest, my wife's birthday, big extravaganza. So make sure you come out. Machine Idol. Yes. Thank you, Dawn, for putting that up. Thank you for Dawn. That is Ryan. It's his handle. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Rick. I'm greatly appreciate it. My wife is beautiful. I love her so much. And she is my world. So thank you, guys. I'm out, too. I'm going to spend some time with her. Guys, see you Friday. Have a lovely day tomorrow. Peace out. Toodaloo, kangaroos, and if you haven't hit already, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Last chance, here you go. Last chance, do it, 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 do it. You know what? I didn't do it on mine. I just hit mine. So, come on, guys, do it. And